Hello and welcome to today's episode of the Talk with Vanessa family series in partnership with Bella Ninja. Today I'm going to be talking about, in fact, I tagged today's topic, advice to celebrities. I am saddened by the rate of divorce among celebrities, particularly because these celebrities are cultural and behavior shapers. And because this is a field or an institution that I'm particularly passionate about, I will do whatever it takes within my influence to change the wrong narratives. As a celebrity, I need you to first understand that majority of the people that claim to love you don't really love you. That is, if you don't already know that. They are only in love with your gifts because they don't know you. So don't mistake an attraction for your gifts to mean an attraction to you. If you can understand this simple fact, you will put in more energy into building relationships, good and real relationships outside of the social media facade, because social media is going to be social media and it's not going away. Just this very week, a celebrity or a blogger thoroughly embarrassed herself trying to gain public acceptance. Like, she made a mistake and she's still compounding it with more mistakes, and I'm asking myself, I'm yet to see someone stand up for her or speak up for her, maybe a friend or a family member or someone. And I'm asking, who are her advisors? Does she really have friends? If she does, where are they? Are they friends that she could depend on? And whilst I'm still pondering on that, I see people who come on social media to tear their exes or their ex-husbands or ex-boyfriends down. And I'm asking, this is someone you once said, I love you, I would do for better, for worse, I'll give my life to you. And it just goes to show who you truly are. Because the truth is, your partner is a reflection of your decisions, whether good or bad. Do people make mistakes? Yes, they do. But if you can own up and take responsibility for your bad choices, you will keep yourself from repeating the same cycle and not blaming the world for, or blaming somebody else for your own bad choices. That's quite laughable. Another celebrity became rich and famous just at the expense of someone that she has spent 12 years of her life with. And I'm like, okay. And we hide under this cloak of, I'm using my experience to teach people. My dear, I can also teach people from my experience without having to label another person, someone that I once said I love you to become the devil. That is even unthinkable. I don't even want to go into all of that. The reason for today's podcast or today's video is to pretty much, highlight certain things, and for the young lover out there to know that when you truly love someone, truly love someone, you never quite unlove them. You may stop being in love with them, but you never stop loving them. And to encourage you to build a good family system, a good relationship, because after the accolades are over, when you're no longer in the spotlight, these are relationships that you can depend on. If you can invest in the people that matter and not trying to, I saw a comment of, one of them, one of the blogger was saying things like, she's helped a lot of women, she supported a lot of people and all of that. Yes, that is charity to the world. And please, by all means, continue to do good for mankind. But the people around you, the people that matter, if you can invest in them, your need for and possibly the obsession for public acceptance will drastically reduce. Settle this in your spirit and you will be better off for it. Your self-esteem will be heightened because you are not going to be reactional to the things around you, your environment, because there's certain things that you don't have control over. But the things that go on within you are certainly within your control, and you can do something about it. One of it is self-love and surrounding yourself with people who know you and love you in spite of you, and build a relationship with them. If that person is your spouse, Put in the effort in trying to make your relationship work. Learn, 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 learn. The way you sharpen the skill of your acting, your singing, your swimming, the same exact way you should put in the energy to learn about how marriage works. There's a science to everything. And the truth is, some of us shortchange ourselves by saying, oh, all these relationship coaches, their marriages, is it the best? I'm privileged, however, to be enjoying bliss in my marriage. It's not just because of the fact that I have an amazing partner, but the fact that we are both consciously learning about marriage and trying to implement the things that we learn. Good marriages just don't just happen. They require effort. Don't just be deep without discipline. You need to understand this science and put in the energy to make yours work. I mean, you take all the crap from your boss in the office, but whenever your spouse just says something, you're all over the place. Please, celebrities, as much as you can, try to stop putting out your inadequacies on social media, especially when it has to do with marriage, because what you're doing is that you're frightening people who want to get married, who carry that impression that marriage is such a Herculean task, happiness is not attainable, and things like that. It is very untrue. There are a lot of celebrities who their marriages are working because they've learned to separate their work from their life. Give the world of your gift, but everybody doesn't. You don't give people the right, everyone the right to be in your space. And every time you put out your issues out there, you've given the public the authority to come in and feast on your matter. You can't be telling them, oh, it's your business, it's your private life. When you put it out there in the public, learn to draw that line. Your gifts and you are two different things. So you can be very, very excellent at the job that you do and not be very, very, very efficient in other areas of your life. And nobody is perfect. But what I'm saying is, learn to separate this public life from your private life so that you stop giving marriages a bad name. Marriage is a beautiful thing, and there are a lot of people who are enjoying it. If you want to know how to make yours work, hunger for the knowledge, search for it, acquire it, and implement it in your own life. Until I come your way next week, I hope this was helpful. Keep loving, keep living, keep enjoying. Hasta la vista.